We've all done it. We've probably done it today. We'll probably do it again. Some of us are better at it than others. Well, what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about making mistakes. Believe it or not, people make mistakes on a pretty regular basis, especially when it comes to looking for a health insurance plan. Have you made one of these 7 mistakes when looking for health insurance for yourself? What tops the charts as far as health insurance mistakes is wanting too low of a deductible. Well, why is that a mistake, you ask? Just add up the extra money that you would be spending for that dream deductible for your health insurance. It's only going to be a couple $100s off of the total amount of money that you're risking. You can guarantee spending that amount of money each month or each year with that low deductible, or you can take a risk and say, well, if I don't need to use my deductible, then I'm going to save that money and be better off for it. Otherwise, if you do have to use it, then you're just going to hold on to that extra money that you would have been spending, and you will have that to cover that excess deductible anyways. No sense in buying something or spending money on something you may or may not use. Get your money's worth, only use it, only pay for what you need. Second, demanding copays. Again, another thing people have become so accustomed to having that it really is not in your best interest financially to have such a benefit. Again, I've been on my soapbox about this topic in previous videos and blog posts. And the thing is that there are very few circumstances that are going to make sense for somebody to have copays. Otherwise, you're spending money each month on a benefit that you're not using or fully maximizing. If you think you need copays, try going without for a while. See how much money you save and see how quickly that need goes away. Third, not paying attention to your out-of-pocket maximum. Again, another very common theme throughout the Jingola Insurance blog and video posts. As you know, that this is one of my big things. If you are not paying full attention to the total amount of money that you could be responsible for, otherwise known as your out-of-pocket maximum, if you are unaware of this policy limit, then you are doing yourself a huge disservice, and the fact that this is a number that is very important to being adequately prepared for a financial emergency that is very, very, very substantial. Next, buying a plan that you can't afford. If you've made every mistake so far, then this is generally what's going to happen to you next. When you attempt to buy things that do not maximize your coverage or work for your specific individual needs, then you're going to be buying a plan that is essentially too expensive for you, and you're not going to be able to keep it around that long. Again, touched upon this topic again briefly throughout the videos in the blog, but it's something that is important. If you are buying a plan that is too hard to keep around, if you can't make the payments, then the insurance is not going to be there when you need it the most. The next mistake people generally make is after all that, they've looked through all these plans, they've determined that, wow, hey, this stuff's pretty expensive, I'm just not going to do anything. Because they can't get the plan that they want, then they just put it on the back shelf and forget about it. They don't want to deal with it because they're not getting what they want. Again, like I've talked about before, you just don't not buy something even though you need it, but you can't get what you want. So you buy what you can afford, and it's going to end up working much better for you when you need it. Believing something is too good to be true. If you have run into trouble getting health insurance, you have undoubtedly become one of these people. It's just a product of the environment. There are no shortcuts to getting approved for individual health insurance. That is, at least until 2014, when medical underwriting and pre-existing conditions go out the window. If you're uninsurable, you're uninsurable. Now, there are high-risk pools and guaranteed issue plans that come at a higher premium. Just don't get sucked into the hey, no applications, no waiting periods, no pre-existing conditions, no problems. If somebody tells you that, if they make it sound like it's the easiest thing in the world to get health insurance, chances are their plan's not going to cover a whole heck of a lot. Just be careful, make sure you know what you're buying, and don't believe something when it sounds too good to be true, because chances are it probably is. And last, not working with an independent insurance agent. Can you buy adequate health insurance without consulting an independent insurance agent? Sure. Why would you? I don't know. Well, here's the reason, and I'm not looking out for my own interests here. The reason that I say this is because somebody like myself is going to be able to offer you a very clear picture of the health insurance landscape. They're going to be able to compare rates from all the major companies in your area and give you the best information as to which company is going to work best for your situation, be it your family or your company. Again, my goal with all of my clients is to make sure they are always completely satisfied to the best of their abilities to my abilities with their current health insurance plan and their health insurance company. So again, you're going to work with an independent agent for the comparison of options, for the information and knowledge that they've gained dealing with that field, the industry on a day-to-day basis, and also to obtain quality service to make sure that your health insurance is always maintained and to your satisfaction. So there you have it, 7 mistakes people commonly make when looking for health insurance. How many mistakes have you made, be it for your own individual or family health insurance or for your company's health insurance? What mistakes do you think are most important? Which ones are you going to try and avoid next time around? Again, there is a blog post on jingolainsurance.com, which is linked in the description to this video on YouTube, along with all the links to find me on your preferred social media channel of choice, be it Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Google+. And as always, I am Joey Jingola with Jingola Insurance Agency. Take it easy, everyone.